Hey there, Tuber Titan 12 here with a video about an anime called Beast Tamer. Now, originally I was going to watch it, but I thought it was kind of dumb. I thought it was going to be a cheesy anime. It seemed like the opening episode, it kind of felt a little bit like Shield Hero, but a ripoff of it. But let me tell you, the writing in this story has gone up. I like a show that it feels like the writing goes up as the episodes go, and it's starting to explain stuff, and it's show me that it's a lot more than what meets the eye. So the main character, Rain, he's this beast tamer. At first, it seems like he's just super simple. His party that he was in of adventurers, they thought he was garbage, that he didn't really pull his weight, so they got rid of him. He felt really, really down, and then he happened to run into this cat spirit, which is an ultimate species in this story, named Kanade or Kanade. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but the cat spirits are super strong. And I thought it was really dumb how they made it to where he thought he ran into her, he started talking with her, and then suddenly she joined him. And the first episode seemed like he got super powerful just because he was linked to the cat spirit and he was able to fight and do all kind of stuff. And I got annoyed by it. I thought that was really cheap that where this dude who was shown to be useless now can fight as a cat spirit. However, I kept watching, and in the next episodes, it really changed my perspective. It turns out this dude is not just some dude that got powerful on that cat spirit. There's actually a lot of backstory with his character to where they're gonna, over time, I guess, show more and more and more. But as a beast tamer, he's from this secret village. There's no name for it up to this point. This episode, they showed a little bit about the Beast Village, how from a young age he learned different things. And as he's talking to that cat spirit, you start to learn and start questioning things like how is he able to do certain things. It turns out, when he was with the adventurer party, he was taming multiple animals at once. He was able to tame that cat spirit, and that's something that not anybody can do. And not most tamers can do that, but yet here he is. He can do it. And what's weird about it is every time, people be shocked, oh, well, how did you do that? He would say, oh, well, everybody in my village can do it. To him, all of his great things, and I like his character to where he doesn't seem super wimpy and he doesn't feel like he can't do anything. He feels completely confident in his skills as a beast tamer. But what he doesn't realize is his skills are not common. They're not normal, but he thinks they are. He thinks that everything he's doing is super simple, that everybody can tame multiple animals. He can tame insects. He can tame multiple species because now he has the cat spirit and he has Tanya, the dragonoid. He also tamed her too. And when he tames them, he can take on some of their power. But again, he's already been powerful. Not only that, they actually showed in one of the animes that he knows martial arts. So he's always been, even when he was with the Adventure Party, he was fighting. He just wasn't super strong, but he could get on the front lines and he can throw hands because he's been taught, apparently with beast tamers from his village, they were taught martial arts in order to be able to tame bigger, wilder animals without hurting them. So they learned martial arts to be able to avoid and dodge and all that kind of stuff. So he's actually very skilled hand-to-hand combat. He just now has power-ups because he's taming these animals, but he himself is able to do an incredible amount of things. Another thing this episode they showed was he was able to move his consciousness into a different animal. He took a bird and he looked at the bird and he put his consciousness so where he was able to talk and fly around as a bird if he so choose to. He was able to put a part of his soul in there, and I know that's not something that the other tamers can do. So again, he is incredibly powerful on his own. And what I like about the series is it keeps showing the hero party. They're slowly but surely starting to realize that, hey, he's actually able to do a lot more than what we originally thought. Because I mean, he was keeping watch for them, carrying things from an early age. He's always been a hard worker. So I really like how this series is really doing things different. One more thing, because I don't want to keep this video too long, guys, but I like how they're not doing the super creepy harem route. I thought that's the way they were going to go, to where the girls going to be falling all over him and all kind of stuff. Yeah, it seems that they like him, but the way and the reason they like him, I appreciate that a lot. It's not because, oh, he's just the best person in the world. It's just because they really think the main reason they like him is he's a legitimately good guy that has good intentions. They don't think he's a a creep or anything, or it's not because oh he's so cool. No, they really admire him because he seems like he's a guy that just wants to do the right thing and wants to do good. Especially Kinnaid. I'll say Kinnaid again. I apologize if I got that pronunciation wrong. But when he's talking to her, and when we see some of her history, to where a lot of people would try to tame her, and they would run up to her and try to get her to tame her because they wanted that power. But he honestly, he just went to help her just because he thought it was something good to do. Didn't pressure, didn't even attempt to tame her. He wasn't even going to attempt that. He was going to let her go on about her merry way and move on because again, he had no interest and he didn't want to advance himself. He's all about advancing others and helping others, and that's his whole viewpoint. And it can be kind of and the girls are semi worried about him, but because of that, so they stick around him a lot because he's a really good guy, and because he's such a good guy, they don't want him to be taken advantage of by anybody else. So at the end of the episode, when the hero party shows up and they're gonna talk to him, they immediately like are on guard because they're ready to fight them dudes because they immediately hate them because they know what time it is with those particular heroes that where they'll want to use them and then throw them out. Hopefully, in this next episode, Rain will dismiss them and move on because he doesn't need them at all. He on his own is powerful. At this point, he's probably just powerful as all of them put together, to be honest, with those two spirits. But guys, I hope you really take a look at this show. Beast Tamer, again, I thought it was going to be super cheesy. I thought it was going to be a copy of Shield Hero or and then super bad plot, but the writers of this show have done a really good job of every episode. It's more interesting. The story itself is getting more interesting, and you learn more things, and you start to question your initial thoughts. Because again, when I first saw Rain, I thought he was just some generic character. They got really, really lucky to find this cat spirit, but now I'm like, I want to know his whole backstory and what is his village actually on. Like his village, apparently, my theory is his village was filled of beast tamers that are super high level, that aren't normal humans or something like that. And that some people end up burning down that village to get rid of them because his village is just they were just too OP for the world. And somebody didn't like that. And that's what I think happened because he's not normal. He's not a normal human whatsoever because there's no beast tamer that those folks know they can do anything that he's doing, and he can do it well even before he got the contracts with the Dragonoid and the Cat Spirit. So, guys, take care. Deuces. Oh, also, like, comment, and subscribe, please. Please subscribe to my channel. I want to get to 100 subscribers by the end of the year. Help me get there. Take care.